welcome back to my channel. This is my preview for Eagle Farm Racing for the Doomben 10,000 meeting, and I'm very keen on winning the 10,000. But lots of winners to be found throughout the day. Let's get into them. Race 1 at Eagle Farm is the TAB Class 6 plate over the 1,000 metres. I'm with Boom Nova to start the day. It was a very, very good winner last week on the short backup, but I think this is going to be too good for these. Ruby July for second is over the odds as $14. Comes back to the 1,000 metres is 6 from 10 with a second. I think is way over the odds at 14 and is definitely a winning chance. Dusty Tycoon, a very good friend of mine, owns a part share in this horse. $12 value, and Winside just ever so consistent and is over the odds at $13. But I'm with Boom Nova and Ruby July, $20 on them both to be winning. Hopefully one of them can get the chocolates. Race 2 is a listed members handicap over 1,600 metres, and I'm with the Ramwick trained horse for Mitch Friedman and Tommy Berry, who's riding it at 54 kilos, having its first start in Australia, and that's Al Naseem. I think this horse is just going to be too good for these here. 7 starts at the distance for 3 wins and a second. 8 starts on good ground for 2 wins, a second and a third. 2 starts on soft. The only query, hasn't had anything, though could show something over here. And first up, 4 starts for a second and a third. So I definitely think that this horse is the one to beat. And just has a class edge on the rest of these. Big Boy Roy for second, Creaderis for third, and Tavis Town is over the odds at $34. But I'm with El Naseem in the second in the listed members handicap. Race 3 at Eagle Farm, and it's a Group 3 Chairman's handicap over the extended trip of the 2,143 metres. I'm with Duke Con here for Chris Swaller and Tommy Berry. Again, Tommy Berry at 54 kilos. Usually when this horse is shorter in the market, he generally performs well, and it was a very good win during Cup Week. And is very good over the extended trip, and I think he'll be winning this race, and he'll be a Group 3 winner. He's got very good form on soft ground, 4 starts for 2 wins and a third. Third up, 3 starts, winning a second. Very confident this horse can get the job done. Our Intrigue for second is going to run really, really well. The other, who is also another Chris Swaller running the race and gets Willie Pike aboard. Third up, doesn't have as good a form, but is good on soft and is good at the distance. Top Order and Smart Media are the value in the race. I'm particularly keen on Top Order because he's going to run a really good race, but I'm very keen on Duke on $30 the win in the third in the Group 3 Chairmans. Race 4 is a 3-year-old plate over the 1,400 metres, and I am with the best horse in the race in Startantis. Robert Heathcote trains for Taylor Marshall, 55 kilos. This is the best bet of the day, bar the strategy in the Group 1, which we'll get to a bit later. But I'm very keen on Startantis here. Comes back to her own age. Loves the 1,400 metres. 4 starts for a win and a second. Second up, 3 starts, 2 wins. It's short. Take the price. It'll be winning. Alvin Shader for second. Yes, brings New Zealand form and is a winning chance, but I think Startantis is just a bit too good and does have the home track. Well, does have the track advantage of having raced it before. Release the Beans for third and Baloo over the odds at $34. But with Startantis in the fourth, $60 to win. Race 5 is the Group 2 Champagne Classic for the 2-year-olds here. I'm with Capital Tower and Exo Lady. I couldn't split on both. Capital Tower is 3 from 3 for Tony Gollan, Jimmy Orman riding. 3 from 3 soft ground, 1 for 1 at the 1,200 metres, so it's a very, very good chance. And Exo Lady is 4 from 5 for Jimmy Byrne for Desley Forster. 2 starts on soft ground for 1 win and 3 starts at Eagle Farm for 3 wins. So there's not much between them, and either one of them can win. Brereton for third gets Jamie Carroll and Peter Moody. Was slightly disappointing last start at its only run, going Brisbane way of direction, which is clockwise way of racing. but I still think he's over the odds at 19. And Jal Mowley is a very strong-looking horse and is over the odds at $19. But on the Capital Tower, XO Lady, $10 on them both. Hopefully one of them can win because there's not much between them both. Race 6 at Eagle Farm. It's a listed Bright Shadow quality, and I'm with Babylon Berlin. Just has class above these. Just has a lot of class here. First up is 3 starts for 2 wins and a third. Soft track, 3 starts for a win and 2 seconds. Distance, 10 starts for 4 wins, 3 seconds and 3/3. Gets J-Mac in the saddle. First time I'm tipping him for the day. Is a New Zealand horse coming over for the carnival. And I think that this horse is just unbeatable, basically. I think it'll just bolt in. Eloquently, Palazipin and Albalaggio Miss, they're all value. My probably pick of the three of them would probably be Palazipin because he's just such a consistent horse. But then again, Babylon Berlin wins it, and you're just picking which one you're going to take or which one you want to put in your exotics. But I'm with Babylon Berlin in the listed Bright Shadow quality. Race 7 at Eagle Farm is another race over the extended trip of the 21.43 metres, and it's the Group 3 Rough Habit Plate, and I'm with Character here. He's unbeatable in my mind. Another horse I'm tipping James McDonald on for James Cummings. I think it's just winning in my mind. I can't see it being beaten. Pinarello for second. Very good horse on its day, and is a New Zealand import. Has only had 6 starts for the 3 wins, a second and a third. Ashgrove the value at $13, and Tatanka for fourth. Did run in the, I think it was the Derby, or the Derby. Ran in the Derby in the spring in Victoria, but I just don't think it's good enough. Character for mine on top has got the J-Mac, has got the Cummings polish, and going to get a beautiful ride from James McDonald. Is a lead on wet ground and has had a start at Eagle Farm and has won. 65 the win on Character in the Group 3 Rough Habit. Race 8 at Eagle Farm is the Group 1 Doomben 10,000. And I'm with the horse that's not only in the Everest this year, but has been accepted into the Everest next year, and that's Marzu. 270 I don't think is too short, but is probably about its right price. Loves wet ground, loves the distance. 5 starts for 3 wins and a third at the distance. 2 wins from 3 starts on soft ground. And if it does get in the head range, it's 3 from 3. And he's 6 from 10 in its career and hasn't been beaten since being gelded. So it's about a horse that's coming back from the operation. I think is a very, very good winning chance. And to be honest, I can see why it's so short, and everything else is probably is double figures. But the other horse I think can run well here is Entrevier. You know, she's done it. She's been there. She's done it. But she does have a wide gate. That offsets her brilliance. 56.5 for a jockey that knows her so well in OP Boston. 8 starts at the distance for 6 wins in a second. Soft track, 4 starts for 3 wins in a second. So I do think that at $10 is over the odds. Isotope, Rothfight, Shelby 66 are the other value in the race. They're just great horses in themselves, and I'm very keen to play Shelby 66. Excuses last start, probably told to be not pushed as hard, but probably did want to see a bit more because of the grand final this week. But he's on the week's back up, gets the ideal track conditions in soft ground, and with more rain coming, he's definitely a play chance. It is over the odds at 41. But I'm with Marzu and Entrevier in the Doomben 10,000. 50 the win on Marzu to show his brilliance, and $10 the win on the old girl Entrevier. Race number 9 is a benchmark 85 handicap over the 1,400 metres at Eagle Farm, and I'm very keen on one here at odds that are just ridiculous, and probably is one of my best roughies for the weekend, and that's Swanston. Leah Kilner for Gary Kilner, who is her father. Second up's got very good form. 3 starts for getting 1 of each place, a win, a second and a third. Distance, 6 starts for 3 wins, a second and a third. Soft track, 13 starts for 4 wins, 2 seconds and 2/3. And considering that this horse is $61, and Leah Kenner gets it down to 42 kilos, after the last start being at 56 on a track that was unsuitable on heavy ground, I'm very happy to play Swanston here. I'm more than keen. Paladas for second could blow this field away. He's a very good horse. Roman Aureus always tries his hardest, and Aidensfield's had enough chances for mine. But I'm with Swanston in the 9th, 3 each way, hoping can blast out and be a winner and get some money in the last with Swanston. Thank you for watching the preview for Group 1 Doomben 10,000 Day at Eagle Farm, transferred from Doomben. Hope I found a winner, hope you're back a winner, and I'll see you next week for the Queensland Carnival.